Hi, I'm Sharon Sierra, the host of Relationship Realities, which airs live on Fridays from 10 a.m. to 12 noon at WAIF 88.3 FM in Cincinnati, serving the tri-state area of Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky. Each Friday I come to you with value-based topics and subjects hopefully to bring balance and joy to your life. It is February, Black History Month, and this month I'm saluting our Black local and national men and women that have contributed to our country in the past, present, and the future leaders of our country. Today I'm pleased to have had as my guest Mr. Jimmy Walton. James Walton, who hails from Cincinnati, Ohio, who is an artist who has had his work shown throughout the country. He's traveled throughout the world studying from some of the best. Mr. Walton has a showcase currently at Bellage Cafe and Bistro on Springfield Pike in Wyoming, and I believe he's there until February the 24th. So every Friday, because some of you are asking me for, what is it, Miss Brown? They're asking for a podcast. We have decided to come to you via YouTube, which is a little bit more personal, and just to do a recap on what the show was all about. As I mentioned, it's Black History Month, and we did art today. We did African Americans' influence on art. You can't look at anything and not see how African Americans have contributed, because we've been here since the beginning. Well, Mr. Walton was kind enough to come in and discuss with us how African Americans have contributed throughout the generations in our art forms, not just in painting, but in sculpturing, landscaping. One of my favorite landscapers is a gentleman who actually changed the landscaping of Los Angeles. I believe it's over 2,500 buildings that Mr. Paul Williams, an architect in Los Angeles, helped shape the landscaping from commercial and residential. Many of the palatial mansions that you see in Hollywood and Beverly Hills, Santa Barbara, were all designed by an African American male. I salute you, Mr. Paul Williams. Art, as described, is an expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, typically in a visual form such as a sculpture or a painting. But actually, art is everything that takes your mind to imagine, whether it's painting or a wind chime, anything that brings you joy. So it doesn't have to be perfect, which is what I love about art. It just has to be an expression of creativity and imagination, and you can make it your own. The other artist that I showcased today, who has gone on, was Mr. Joyner. Mr. Brian Joyner, who died October the 8th in 2010 after being diagnosed with liver cancer. A local artist who made his impression, again, not just locally, but nationally. He created a vast portfolio of work and had a long list of solo and group exhibitions. He actually was chosen to be the artist in residence at the Taft Museum and in 2009. He was a local and national African American art legend. He was a well-known figure throughout Cincinnati, but you can't mention art no matter what your ethnic background. You can't mention the word art in Cincinnati without someone referring to Brian Joyner. So in short, I wanted to come to you today and say that art is what you make it. African Americans have contributed to art in so many areas, from music to architecture to sculpturing. We make a difference. So I salute all of those who have made strides in the art world, whether it's Maya Angelou and her poems, or Mr. Paul Williams and his architecture, or our local artist, Jimmy Walton and Mr. Brian Joyner. And I would be so remiss if I did not mention Gilbert Young. I have early memories of Gilbert Young's exhibitions at the Art Consortium. Since then, he's been featured in television shows throughout, in sitcoms, and celebrities, politicians, and business folks, and then just people like you and I who have an appreciation of the art. So as African Americans, be proud of your contributions to the smallest, to the highest. We make a difference. And I wanted to leave you with this. You cannot connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, and I add, God. This approach has never let me down, and it has made all the difference in my life. Now that's a quote by Stephen Jobs. Again, no matter what you're doing, do it well. This is Sharon Sierra, your host of WIF 88.3 FM. And remember, to honor your present and your future, you have to honor your past.